Hi viewers, if you're thinking of buying an entry-level mechanical watch for yourself or as a gift for a friend and you're considering the Swatch SISTEM51, then this video review may be helpful for you. So today we will be reviewing the Swatch System Cream SUTM400. So this is a watch from the Swatch SISTEM51 series and it's released in 2015. So this is my watch and I bought it 3 years ago and it has been my daily driver for that time. So when the SISTEM51 line was announced in 2013, it was regarded as a revolutionary new step in watchmaking, in that all of the watchmaking processes have been automated, and SISTEM51 stands for 51 components in the watch, and everything is done by automation, by robots in the factory, and the watch doesn't need to be constructed by human hands. So during that time, marketing claimed that the watch could last for maybe 10 or 20 years. And today we shall find out if that is really the case. So first, let's get some measurements of the basic dimensions of the watch. So this watch has a case diameter of about 42 millimeters. The lug to lug width is about 50 millimeters. Case thickness, so that's about 13 millimeters. And the lug width for the strap is about 19 millimeters. I will first go through the pros of this watch, all of the good points about it. And what's good about it is that it has a very eye-catching design. I like the monochromatic black and white color scheme, which makes it look very eye-catching. In fact, I picked this over the more garish and more colorful versions of the SISTEM51 because I feel like this combination of colors would be more classy and also more resistant to fashion trends, therefore have like more longevity. Also, I like the 90-hour power reserve, which initially we could just use it for on the weekdays, and on the weekends you can just leave it on your shelf and it will still keep ticking, and you are ready to pick it up on Monday when you go to work. I also like the fact that it has a hand winding, so you can just hand wind it right here, in addition to the automatic rotor winding at the back. And it's an interesting horological history, that is a horological innovation, because it's the first automatic watch that is fully constructed by automatic means, by robots, and that also that it is made in Switzerland, though not by hand but by robots. Okay, now for the cons of this watch. When I bought it 3 years ago, I was looking at one of the pieces, and then after I had selected this design, the sales personnel went back to get me a new box. So I didn't get a chance to inspect the watch before they gave it to me. And if you can see it, if I move the watch a little closer, you will notice that the Swatch logo and the Swiss word there is actually underprinted. There's insufficient ink in the C of the Swatch, and also the two in the Swiss, the second and third S are not inked properly. So this is a very small thing, but it constantly bugged me for the 3 years that I used it as my daily driver. even though I thought that I would get over it, but every time I look at the watch, that always gets me. So the next con is the case is very thick. So at 13mm, it's not easy to fit under a shirt sleeve. And as you can see over here, in my attempts to fit it in my shirt sleeve, there's a lot of wear marks on this side of the watch strap. So it's okay if you use it if you wear short sleeves, but if you are wearing long sleeve shirt, it doesn't fit properly under it. And also, it has a sealed case. So this is a hermetically sealed plastic case, which means that there is no way of opening it without damaging the watch, and therefore servicing or repair would be impossible. In addition, the System51 movement has its own quirks. So maybe I can show this to you. Just pull out the crown to the second position to adjust the time. And so if I adjust the time, I'm moving the minute hand. You notice that when I press in the crown, sometimes the minute hand will jump back a little bit, so you're unable to set it very accurately. And in addition, once you set the time, the minute hand actually doesn't move until the second hand makes about a 1 minute rotation around it. So you always have to set your time approximately 1 minute ahead in order to get the time close to what you need it to be. So that is a strange quirk of the System51 movement. Now that I've owned this watch for over 3 years, there are some additional problems with the watch. As you can see, the leather strap is quite a mediocre leather strap. There used to be a keeper loop here, but I lost it because it fell apart, and I tried to use a super glue to hold it together, but it dropped off again, so it was not that well made. And so you can see the leather, it has deteriorated quite a lot in the 3 years that I've used it. So the strap is not very good, but it's not easy to change to an aftermarket strap because this uses the proprietary watch Swatch lug. So you will need to go and get watch straps from Swatch. But the more serious problem is the steady decline of the power reserve with use. So initially when I bought this watch 3 years ago, the power reserve was very good. I could wind it up to full and leave it over the weekend, and it would still be ticking on Monday. But even by the second year, there was a significant reduction in the power reserve. And now that I've used it for more than 3 years, the power reserve has declined to only about 10 plus hours at best. And it's not a consistent power reserve because sometimes it would just stop after an hour. So that makes it practically unusable. And also that would not give us much confidence that this watch would have a longevity of 10 plus years. So for now, I would just like to make a quick comparison with my current daily driver. So currently, I'm wearing this Seiko 5. So this is the Seiko 5 SNK803 with the cream dial. Just take that off for you to see more clearly. So as you can see, the SNK803 has an applied logo. It has a smaller and more elegant case. It's a 37mm diameter case, and it's only about slightly less than 11mm thick. So it will definitely fit under a shirt sleeve. And so it has a hard lex crystal which is more resistant to scratches than the acrylic crystal on the Swatch. And it has a more accurate movement, and when you set it, it will stay exactly in position. So when you set it at a minute mark, it will hold its position exactly, and it will start moving with the second hand immediately. And also that it has a more versatile watch strap. So as you can see here, I bought my own watch strap, so to make it a little dressier on a leather strap. The SNK803 came with a canvas strap, which is, for me, it's a bit scratchy and not as nice to wear. So I got a simple leather strap that makes it more comfortable to wear and also looks a little classier. So in conclusion, I think that Swatch makes many nice, fashionable watch designs, and the interesting design was what attracted me to this watch in the first place. And I think if your consideration is to look for a watch that it has with a very attractive design, then that could be a consideration for buying the System51. But if you're thinking of buying the watch because of its long power reserve and also any claims of its longevity in use, then that may not necessarily pan out, because the power reserve will slowly decline over time. And if there are any other problems with the watch, you will not be able to open it to send it for repairs because it's a hermetically sealed case. So when I bought this watch 3 years ago, it was 209 Singapore dollars, which is the lowest price you can get for a Swiss-made automatic timepiece. But at a comparable price point, you can get a good Japanese automatic watch like the Seiko 5 or the Orient Bambino or the Mako or the Ray 2 for roughly the same price point. The Seiko 5 certainly for less. So in terms of a value for money, the System51 is not really comparable compared to a Japanese timepiece. So what do you think about the System51? Do you own a System51 watch, or do you own a Seiko 5 or Orient or any other entry-level mechanical watch? Tell me what you think and leave your comments below. So if you like this video, please leave your comments, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.